People say big plants can't acclimate when you bring them home, but let me show you why that's not always true. Guys, we're going to go ahead and put that myth to rest, okay? Right here, you see me getting ready to pot a Philodendron Gloriosum. This plant I recently acquired from a big box store about 2 months ago. And guys, this is the healthiest Gloriosum I've ever owned, okay? This plant's been doing pretty good. However, it is time for it to get a repot. Now, we're going to go ahead and start off with what mix I'm using. As with all of my plants, I use a tropical potting mix as well as the indoor potting mix. Either one of those, you can run them. Second, you definitely want to get something like a orchid pot mix. The reason why is that, do you see this mix? It was not airy. If you don't have something to make this mix airy or chunky, you're going to deal with a lot of root rot. Okay, that was my black gold orchid mix. Now, with that mix, you could actually pull that straight out the bag and repot all of your philodendrons in there. I just like my plants to have a little bit more moisture. Next, you're going to see me with this size 3 Perlite. You can get this from Amazon, guys, in a big box. I don't know the exact price, but it's definitely worth it. A box usually lasts me 6 months to a year, and you all see how many plants I have. So, horticultural charcoal is something I've recently been adding into my mix, and it's been working, so hey, we're going to talk about it. Now, I have my SuperThrive, those scissors that you saw me cut, as well as my water, because I do not want to be walking around the room looking for those things after we finish doing the repot. Now, the purpose of those trimmers is to make sure that I can cut off any type of yellowing or browning or anything that just doesn't look good for the plant, okay? Now, at that container back there, you see me filling that bucket up. You want to make sure when you do your repot of your plants that they're about halfway through the container. Now, since this container is so deep versus the old pot that is in, I want to make sure that I don't deal with root rot. So I'm making that mix very, very, very airy. I'm giving it a lot of orchid bark and only a little bit of indoor potting mix because I'm going to go around the pot with that when you see me put this in. Now, I'm so glad I had my trimmers because guess what? We ran into an issue. The plant just wouldn't come out the pot, so I had to cut around it. I was very careful to ensure I did not cut any roots. Just make sure you pull that pot out as far as you can and do that cutting. All right, guys, so you see this root-bound plant? Now, we know that plants love to grow with a tight root system, especially our philodendrons and our monsteras. However, you can tell that it's not enough soil that's being able to get around those roots. So this plant was pretty much going to stay this size until I did the repot. So here we are. With that repot mix being half of that pot, we're going to go ahead and get ready to drop this pot in here. I like to unhook these roots that are growing around. Some of them may break, and that's okay, guys. But we don't want to break all of them now. But we want to make sure we get these roots turned so that way they're facing down, so that way it can grow into that new soil. Now, if you decide not to do this, I've seen plants do perfectly fine. However, this is the way that I've been doing all of my repots, and they have been coming out pretty good. All right, and this is probably the most important part when we are doing our repot, and that is making sure that the plant actually gets all the benefits of this repot. So that means we have to make sure our plant is inside the pot at the right position. We have to make sure we work the soil around there. And this is what you see me do. I took this plant out because you remember we had a very just airy, chunky mix, just a little bit of orchid bark and some perlite. Well, when it comes to the roots will do fine in that, as in they won't get root rot. However, we want the plant to have as much nurturing or nutrition as possible. So the way that this plant is going to be able to retain its plant food is through the soil. Same thing when we fertilize a plant. It goes to the soil. So if we don't have any soil for the roots to be able to grow into, that plant isn't going to be able to suck it up, right? So that's the reason why you saw me put a little bit of soil down there at the bottom. Now, this plant also wasn't at the right height, which you see me take back out to put a little bit more in. Now, when we put this plant back inside of here, it's going to be important for us to work the soil all the way around this pot. Now, when you are repotting your plant, when you put the soil in there, I want you to give your pot a very tapping motion like this. This ensures that the mix that you're putting around the pot is dropping all the way around evenly and your plant's going to be able to grow into some soil. And I'm going to tell y'all what, I had to take a sit down. I'm telling you, I'm used to repotting 6 and 8 inch pots. Doing this in like a 1.5 or 2 gallon container is a different beast. All right, so let's get to the next step. Probably one of the most important parts of the repot, although all steps are important, is going to be watering our plant. And what I use is SuperThrive. SuperThrive helps a lot with the stress that the plant gets just from moving it from one environment to another. I've noticed that in using this, guys, after I repotted all my plants do great. Now, I don't know if my repotting is getting better or if it's thanks to this, but I would highly recommend it. It is something that I use with every repot. Next, you can also water your plants with this as well. If you're doing like your weekly waterings or once a month, you could put a little bit of this inside your water. It's just vitamins and things just to kind of help your plant just grow strong. All right, so now we're going to water this plant. And from the top to the bottom. I talk about it a lot, guys, but we want to make sure after this repot that water passes through this plant and we don't have any problems, because the whole purpose of the repot is to make sure the plant thrives. All right, guys, that's really all I got for you. I hope y'all have a great day, and like, subscribe, comment, and let me know how you feel about this Gloriosum if you want to add one to your collection.